Here is the first quote. The moment you have an instinct to act on a goal, you must 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and physically move or your brain will stop you. This is the tool that made her world famous. It's not a self-help idea. It's a metacognition tool based on neuroscience. We all know that moment. The alarm rings and you know you should get up. You have a brilliant idea in a meeting. You see someone you want to talk to, but you hesitate. Mel calls this the hesitation gap. In that single second of doubt, your brain activates to protect you. Protect you from what? From risk, effort, uncertainty, or rejection. Your brain is designed for survival, not for success. So in less than 5 seconds, it will flood your mind with excuses, fears, and rationalizations to keep you safe and still. The 5-second rule is a starting ritual that short-circuits this braking system in your brain. First, it interrupts the pattern. When you feel the instinct, your brain starts making excuses. Counting backward, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, is an action that interrupts that negative thought pattern. You can't think of excuses and count backward at the same time. Second, it activates action. Counting backward engages your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for decision-making and action. Third, physical movement is key. When you hit 1, you must physically move. It's not about feeling like it. It's about moving. Raise your hand. Open your mouth to speak. Sit up in bed. The physical movement signals to your brain, oh, I guess this is happening. This rule doesn't give you motivation. It teaches you to act without it. Every time you use it, you build self-confidence. You stop being a person who thinks about things and become a person who does them. It is a tool to generate courage and immediate action. Here is the second quote. Motivation is garbage. This is one of the most freeing truths you can ever learn. We are programmed to believe we need to feel motivated to act. We wait to feel like it to go to the gym, start the project, or eat healthily. Mel explains that motivation is an emotion, a feeling. And like all feelings, it is temporary and unreliable. It comes and goes. If you have made feeling motivated a requirement for taking action, you have given 100% of the control over your life to your feelings. And your feelings will almost always choose comfort. Your brain will never feel like doing hard or uncomfortable things. Waiting for motivation is the surest way to procrastinate your dreams. Successful people don't have more motivation than you. They have systems, habits, and discipline. They don't negotiate with themselves. You have the equation backward. It is not. Motivation leads to action, which leads to success. The real equation is action leads to progress, which leads to motivation. Motivation is not the cause of action. It is the result of it. When you force yourself to act using the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule, you make a little progress. You write 1 page. You make 1 call. You finish the workout. Your brain sees that progress and gives you a small reward of dopamine. That feeling of accomplishment is motivation. Stop waiting to feel like it. Action creates motivation. Focus on discipline and on keeping the promises you make to yourself. The confidence you build by acting without feeling like it is 1,000 times more powerful than any temporary wave of motivation. Here is the third quote. The high five habit is a simple way to celebrate yourself, see yourself, and build a new positive relationship with yourself. It's about self-love in action. What's the first thing you do when you look in the mirror in the morning? For most people, it's an act of self-criticism. We see our flaws. I look tired, I look old, I'm not good enough. We are in a silent war with ourselves. This habit directly fights your inner critic. Mel discovered it at a low point in her life. She felt like a failure. One day, instead of criticizing her reflection, she felt an impulse to cheer it on. She raised her hand and gave her reflection a high five. It felt ridiculous at first, but the shame or cringe you feel is proof that you need it. It's your self-criticism resisting. This is pure neuroscience. First, you have mirror neurons in your brain. When you see someone smile, your brain mirrors that action. When you high-five your reflection, your brain doesn't know the difference. It receives that signal of celebration and support as if it's coming from another person. Second, this is reprogramming. A high five is a universal gesture of celebration, support, and partnership. By doing this every morning, you are physically reprogramming your brain. You're building a new neural pathway for self-support instead of the old pathway of self-criticism. You cannot build a happy life on a foundation of self-hatred. This simple 5-second act changes the conversation in your head. You stop being your own worst enemy and start the day by becoming your own biggest ally. It is a physical tool to build self-love. Here is the fourth quote. You're one decision away from a completely different life, but you're not going to feel like it. You have to parent yourself. Why do we know what we need to do, but we don't do it? Why do we choose short-term pleasure, like staying on the couch, over the long-term reward, like going to the gym? Mel explains that two versions of you live inside your head. First, the inner toddler, which is your survival brain. This part only wants to feel good now. It wants to avoid pain and seek pleasure. It's the voice that says, I don't feel like it, I'm tired, I'll start tomorrow. Second, the inner parent, which is your higher self. This is your prefrontal cortex. It's the wise, adult part of you that knows what is best for you in the long run. The problem is that most of us let the emotional toddler drive the car of our lives. We try to reason with it, but the toddler always wins. You must parent yourself. Think about a good parent. A good parent doesn't ask their 5-year-old if they feel like going to school or eating their vegetables. A good parent loves the child, acknowledges their feelings, but enforces the boundary for their own good. The parent says, honey, I know you don't want to go to school, but you are going because it's good for you, and I love you too much to let you fail. You must do this for yourself. It is the greatest act of self-love. When your inner toddler says, I don't feel like getting up, your inner parent must step in and say, I know you don't, but 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're getting up. I love you too much to let you waste your life. Self-love isn't just treating yourself. Real self-love is the discipline to do the hard things you know are good for you, even when you don't feel like it. It's taking control from you.